Hey guys, today we're going to be doing a complete pro and con list of this Intex Dura-Beam Deluxe air mattress. So we're going to be starting off with the pros and then eventually we'll get to cons, and there really aren't too many. I think you guys will be pretty surprised by this air mattress. So the first pro that I have is we have a very soft top, but they also use the same exact material on the side here. It's like a very nice velvety material. It's just two different colors. On the bottom here though, it is just plastic, but I think that's gonna be just fine. We don't need a fancy material on the bottom. If anything, it would be harder to clean the bottom of the mattress. Next up, we're gonna be talking about the ribs. And those are the little lines that you guys can see here. These are all for structural support to make sure that the bed stays in its shape. This bed has very small ribs. Some beds have big divots, and then some beds have the same version as this. They just have a deeper crevice. This makes for a very flat top air mattress. And honestly, that could be pretty hard to find. We also have a really big storage bag here, and this makes it really easy to pack up because you don't have to stress about folding it perfectly. The material is pretty soft and might rip easily, so just be careful. Next up for pros, we're talking about the height. This thing is 2 mattresses tall basically, and this actually sits higher than my couch. That means it's super easy to get up and off of, especially if you guys are older and struggle with that. So next up, we're gonna talk about how comfortable this mattress is. If you're like me and you like a firm mattress, then you guys are really gonna like this. Something to do with their design lets this get a little more firm than some of the other air mattresses that I've tested, and I really like that about this. If it's a little too firm for you, maybe just let some air out, and then it'll probably be a little softer, just in case that's your preference. Another pro is gonna be how small these ridges are on the perimeter. Sometimes air mattresses have much thicker ones, and it just gets rid of some of the usable area in the center. So just a few more pros. Most of them are gonna have to do with this motor. And ironically, this motor also has one of my few cons. So the motor is a super simple design. You turn it this way and it'll automatically turn on to inflate. As soon as you twist it back to the center, right here, it turns off. And then to deflate it, just do the opposite direction. We do have a pretty long cord that's going back there. It's about a 5-foot long cord. And one last pro is gonna be how quiet this motor is. It is much quieter than most air mattresses that I've tested. So with that being said, I think it's time to get into the 2 cons that we have on this air mattress. So like I was kind of mentioning earlier, it all has to do with this machine. Now, as quiet and simple as this machine is, it actually does take a long time to inflate. Probably something to do with how thick this air mattress is, but we're looking at about 5 minutes to inflate and then 7 minutes to deflate on average. So my last con is arguably not a con, and it was actually a pro to me. Some people may think this air mattress is too firm. Even with deflating it a little, it might not be quite as squishy and giving as some other air mattresses. Something that I would recommend to fix that would just be getting a mattress topper. That's what I do when I have guests over. If I don't have a bed for them, if we have a lot of people coming over, I'll get this out and then throw a mattress topper, and then it basically just feels like a bed. So anyways, that is it for the pro and con list of this Intex Dura-Beam Deluxe.